Keenuane, from the heart of An in the Sacred Valley of the Incas in Peru. Today we're going to show you the 1111 mudras as well as the new Heart of An mudra. So we'll go through the mudras one time with explanations of what they represent and what energies are being moved, and then we'll go through the mudras one second time without any talking, just in a flow. The first mudra of the 1111 is total surrender. So you reach way, way up with your hands facing each other, and then just be prepared to really surrender. The second mudra is the one heart. And with the second mudra, you put your hands in prayer position and you push them really hard together. And in between your fingers comes out all the distortions of love. Any feelings that there isn't enough love on this planet for you, any hearts, broken hearts you've received, or broken hearts that you've caused, anything that's not pure true love goes out between your fingers. So the only thing that remains is the purest essence of true love. And now we're going to take that pure essence of true love and we're going to really stretch it out. Not just stretching out the hands, but stretching out pure true love. The third 1111 mudra is about expanding our seeing. So first we go into the position of the one eye. And you see now we've become one huge eye on a body. Each of us is an eye. The center of our head is the center of the eye, and our elbows represent the corners of the eye. So already we have an expanded seeing. We're not seeing with the physical eyes. We're not seeing with the third eye, which is very astral. We're seeing with the one eye. And then we, keeping on looking and seeing, but expanding our seeing, we bring our hands upwards and outwards. And as we do this, we can see way beyond our physical bodies. The fourth 1111 mudra is reconfiguring our evolutionary labyrinth. And this is actually quantum physics. So you bring your hands up with your left hand on the inside, wrists not touching, and this represents our probable realities. In quantum physics, they say that the only things that we can experience have to be in the cone of the past, down here, or the cone of the future, up here. I never liked that, because I always said, what if there's something really amazing over in the invisible? I wanted to be able to see that too. So this mudra solves that problem. And what we do is we take the cone of the past and the cone of the future, our probable realities, and we turn them inside out. So you bring your fingers tips towards you and down and out, and now you open it up. So you bring your fingers tips towards you and down and out, and now you open it up. So you bring your fingers tips towards you and down and out, and now you open it up. No more problem with not being able to see the invisible. The next 1111 mudra is of the fifth gate, and it's personal freedom. Personal freedom means the freedom to openly be your true self. Sixth gate is the midway point of the 1111 doorway. It's the time when we flip everything over and become one earth, one being. So you take your right hand and you're going to lower your right hand. Keep your left hand up diagonally. And then slightly curve your fingers, and you're going to bring all the worlds within worlds. You're just going to roll them up in between your hands. Now we're going to flip them over gently. And then reopen it by bringing up our right hand and our left hand down. The next 1111 gate is seventh gate. That's seeing the unseen. It's seeing what is in the here and now, seeing the new reality on the physical. So we go up, our hands form a diamond of the unseen, not a triangle. And at this point, we're going to close our eyes for the first time in the mudras. We're going to lower our diamond of the unseen in front of our nose. And then you open your eyes and expand your ability to see the unseen. 8th Gate Mudra is the longest one. That was true love to the core. So you're going to take your left hand and form it into a cup. In the left hand, you're going to put everything, all your wildest dreams for yourself. Not for the planet, not for other people, not for the dolphins. Just put what you personally most want in your life. And not your small dreams, your wildest dreams. The dreams that sometimes we don't even dare to dream. And then, very tenderly, we curve our elbow and you bring your left hand into your heart. And push it in. Now you take your right hand, form a cup, and in your right hand you're going to put everything you want for someone else, for the planet, and put it in there. And with great compassion, you're going to slowly bring it into your heart. And there you push your two hands together, push all that into your heart, and then you take your two thumbs and you push them together, and this kind of locks it into position. The next part of the 8th Gate Mudra, it's kind of, I call it the bring it on. It's, I am ready to receive all my wildest dreams that I just put into my heart. So we're going to go up with our arms, and as we do, you just feel them coming in. Feel them manifesting on the physical. As we do this, you just allow yourself to receive what you most want. It's coming in now. And then with great gratitude and tenderness, we're going to bring this into our heart like an embrace. The 9th Gate Mudra is pure heart, true love. So you take your elbows, press them to your sides, and as you do, bring your hands out, fingers together, flat. And pure heart, true love isn't something that's sitting in our hands. It's what we are. It's our truest nature of who we are. So just feel that. Now we're going to strengthen the resonance of trueness and call forth all the true ones in all the worlds within worlds, because this is really needed at this time. So we're going to stretch our hands out to the side, and as we do, we're calling forth the true ones to emerge. And then we take 2 steps forward as a true one. Here I am. And now we're at 10th gate, and this is where we anchor it into the ground. We flip our hands over, and we take 4 steps, slow steps, in position. The next mudra is the 11-11 reset. where we send off our crystal arrows. Our crystal arrows are our true purpose. And it's time now that we all send forth our crystal arrows. So first we go up and we see a hollow tube in our hands, and we bring this hollow tube all around our body. So our body's inside of the hollow tube. And today we're going to send forth 3 crystal arrows. You can do any number that you're called to do. And these are our true purpose. Why we are here at this time on this planet. And the next mudra is Amua. It's a word in the Rapa Nui language, Easter Island, or Isla de Pascua, where the Moai are. And Amua means to go forward. And when we go forward into the new reality, you can't, at the first steps, you can't see where it's going to take you. But you have to make each step a true one. And then you'll always be led to your true position. And we're in the position of being poised over the abyss, ready to fly into the unknown. The last 1111 mudra is 11th gate. So you stand up again, bring your hands into your heart, and then we open into the diamond of the unseen, because now it's becoming visible. And now we expand the diamond of the unseen. Then we flip over our hands and go into the position of the jewels in the crown. And now we're going to go from this mudra, we're going to finish by opening up, and then we're going to do the An and the Heart of An mudras, brand new. And this position is, here I am, with all of me, the good, the bad, the whole spectrum of who I am. Just honest, open, and authentic. Now for the An mudra, we go into the moon on the left, the sun on the right. Now we open it up into the An, sun and moon as one being. And here's the added Heart of An part of An. We come in lightly, touch our heart with our fingertips, and then we're going to send the energy of the new reality of An all over the world.